Hi guys, today is Saturday weekend. So generally on weekends I try to cook something yummy. So today I thought I'll go ahead and make poha at home. Now poha is I think most likely a Mumbai dish if I'm not wrong. And my mom used to also make poha at home, but it never tasted the way I tasted at one of my friend's place a couple of years ago, and she was from Mumbai. So I asked her how she made it, and she shared her recipe. I tweaked it a little bit, and it is awesome. So I'll go ahead and share that recipe, and I hope you guys will give it a try at home. And do let me know if it was a hit or a fail at your place. But I'm sure it's going to be a hit and the kids are going to love it. So I'm going to go ahead and set all my ingredients in the kitchen and then we'll get started. So the main ingredients that we need are some chopped potatoes. So I have some chopped potatoes, some chopped onions, some green chili that I have sliced in long lengths, and some cilantro chopped finely, and some peanut. And the main ingredient is poha. Right now I'm using poha thin. You can, I guess, use any kind of poha. This is available in any Indian store, grocery store, all over US if you're in US. And I think they have different sizes like medium, really thin and thick. But I guess all would work for making poha. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take this poha, pour it in a big container which is more like a strainer, and I'm going to go ahead and wash it. Just make sure that you don't wash it for a long time, because then it becomes really, it soaks in the water and becomes really soggy. So just wash it, quickly, and make sure that all the water strains out. So now my poha is washed. I used this container which has holes in it to drain the water as I was washing it. And if you look at this, it's not soggy and it's not that wet. So this is how it should look like. And I'll just keep it aside and get started with my pan. I'm going to go ahead and put some oil in it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my stove, and then I will go ahead and put some oil. Just a few spoons, because I need to go ahead and roast my cumin seeds and mustard seeds in there. So once the pan looks a little bit warm, I'm going to go ahead and put a few spoons of cumin and mustard seeds. I think cumin is called jeera in Hindi, and mustard seed, not quite sure. So yeah, so let's go ahead, oops, and some mustard seeds. This mustard seeds, they give actually the professional touch to the poha. Now once they get slightly roasted, I'll go ahead and put some green chili that I had cut into long slices. So just mix it a little bit in the oil and let it roast a little bit. So once they are roasted, they look as if, they start to become a little bigger in size and a little darker in color. So that tells you that they are ready. And it gives a nice smell. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some of my green chilies. Mix it. Put some peanuts. Now if the peanuts are roasted, you don't need to go ahead and put them now. You can also put them in the end. But if you want to, you want to roast them, then this is the right time to put the peanuts in. I'm going to mix it all together. Then I'll put in some turmeric powder. Turmeric is supposed to be very good for health. It goes into the body, and if you have any, ailments and all, it heals it. Not only that, in Indian culture, turmeric is also said to be very good for skin. So I might, one day show you how to use turmeric for skin, how to, make probably a mask that I've often used, and it does miracles. So the reason I put turmeric now is because I need to make sure that that raw smell and taste of turmeric goes once it's cooked in here at this point. So let it cook for a few seconds. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my onions. I'm going to go ahead and cook this till the onions become slightly brown, very light brown, not too much. Now the secret for my poha is that I put slight sugar into it. So that gives it a really great taste. So I'm going to at this point go ahead and sprinkle some sugar. And then I can taste it, and if I feel that I need some more sugar, then I'll go ahead and put it. Generally I think a little bit of it is good enough. And I'm going to mix it all together again. Now it looks like it's cooked. It's slightly brown in color. The peanuts are roasted. If you're putting in potatoes, now this is optional. I am putting potatoes today, though I generally don't. The reason I'm putting the potatoes now is because I need some veggie in food for my son. The other thing is you can also put some peas. You can get these 4 frozen peas from the grocery store and use that in stewing. So not only does it make it look good with all these different colors, but it makes it yummy too. So I'm going to go ahead and cook this for some time so that the potatoes are done. And I'll go ahead and put some salt. So salt is to your taste. You can always, taste and see if need be. It's always good to put less. And if need be, then you can go ahead and put some more. So I'm going to go ahead and put. And remember that you need to make sure that you're putting enough salt, because you're going to go ahead and put some poha. You're going to go ahead and put poha in it. And that also will reduce the taste of the salt. I'm going to reduce my flame a little bit so that the potatoes are cooked but the rest of the veggies don't burn. I'll cover it for a few seconds or a few minutes. So let's check if it's done. Yeah. So all you need to do now is just press on one of the potatoes and see is it getting cut pretty easily, or else you could probably take one out and bite into it to check if it's cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and take one out and bite and see if it's done. So this is not completely cooked. They are a little hard, which is just right because I have to go ahead and put in my poha and then cook it, the whole thing over for a few more minutes. So I'm going to take my poha and go ahead and put this all in. And as you can see, it's in my poha, it's not sticking that much together. So it's just right. Otherwise it would not, the texture of the poha once it's made would not be the way, you know, the professionals make it. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix this all well together so that all the potatoes and all the onions that we had mix in with the poha. If you're dieting or trying to lose weight, this is one of the best options to eat because it doesn't have much fat in it and is very healthy. And this poha actually is flattened rice. So, and if you have some veggies in it, it makes it even more yummier and healthier. Mixing it all well, and you know, once it's mixed, when all the white color of your poha disappears and the poha is taking in the color of the turmeric that we had put. So I'm going to make sure that all my poha has changed its color from white to yellow. So it seems like my poha is well mixed with all the other stuff that I had in the pan. Now I'm going to go ahead and taste a little bit just to make sure that all the masalas that I put in are okay, especially the salt. So I'll just take a little bit, taste it. So I feel as if a little salt is missing, so it needs a little bit more salt. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some salt. So give it a good mix, making sure all the salt is mixed well together inside, so that when I taste it, it's not like, you know, I tasted the part which had no salt or too much of salt. So let's go ahead, mix it again, and I'm going to taste it once again. Nice. So now it's well, just the way I want it. Salt is fine. So I've got my lemon juice. I'm going to sprinkle some in here. Lemon juice, mustard and mustard seed and sugar. These are the three main ingredients which make your poha taste professional. I'm going to go ahead and mix it. And now the cilantro that I had cut, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit, or maybe probably like half of it, sprinkle it in here and mix it well. The other half I'm leaving it is because when I'm serving it, I'll put it in a plate and then sprinkle a little bit on top just to make it, you know, look nice. So now go ahead and mix this well. Looks great. And you can smell that nice aroma of poha. I wish you were here, guys, and you could smell it. It's really nice. And I'll just close this lid just for a few minutes, maybe a minute or two, just so that, you know, the lemon juice, it gets all well mixed with the poha and all the veggies that I put, potatoes and stuff. So guys, this is the final finish of our poha with some sprinkled cilantro on the top, and we are all set to eat. So do try this recipe at home and let me know how it came out. Take care. See you. Bye-bye.